I don't say nothing. Let me see. All right. God bless. Good morning, guys. Boy, sitting. Yeah, don't talk. Don't say anything. God bless you. Good morning. It is Feel Good Friday. It is Friday, April the 20th. No, April 7th, 2023. 21 minutes after y'all. Welcome to the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Waco Team. That's with Cindy J and Miss Miko. Only place on earth where you get your morning started right. We're super excited to be here, guys. Chat room is wide open. You can call in 570-982-6669. No matter of fact, don't call in today. Uh, don't call it today. Forget about that. Broadcasting live on all social media platforms. I'll talk about that later. Miss Mia. So broadcasting on all social media platforms. We truly appreciate you over there on YouTube this morning as well. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. We truly appreciate you on this glorious Friday, or actually Good Friday. Thank you so much. Like and share the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Waco team on all media. Uh, uh, Boy, we are super excited to be here this morning. This is where you get your morning love, but most importantly, it's the only place on earth where you get your morning started. Right, Cindy J. Good morning. God bless you, boy. That man, that face is shining this morning. God bless you. Good morning, and how are you, Cindy?
Good morning, Sean. I'm doing great. Good morning to everybody listening. We have an amazing show for you today on this Good Friday. We're going to get started with Sunny Says, where I will let you know what is happening in Hollywood and entertainment news, as well as Front Page News with Sunny J, where I will let you know what's going on locally, nationally, and globally. So you all want to make sure you stick around for that. Morning, Miss Miko. Good
Good
morning.
morning. Good morning, Cindy. Good morning, Sean. Good morning, chat room family. It's your girl, Miss Miko, and it feels good to be with you guys on this Feel Good Friday. We are so excited to have you. We are so excited to let you know what's going on this Easter weekend. Let's get started with the weather. Right now in Bethlehem, PA, it is currently 42 degrees, going to a high of 58. It's a far cry from yesterday. So you guys got to put the jacket on. In New York City, it's 38, going to a high of 59. It's going to be nice and clear today. And last but not least, our friends in Rochester, 100.9 WXIR. How are you today? You guys are the coldest. You're going to start at 35. You're going to end at 43. But it's going to be very sunny the entire day. So do what you can with that, Rochester. I don't know what that means. Stick around with me. I do have Miss Miko's tips coming out, and it's the only place on earth where you get your morning started right.
All right. Only place on earth where you get your morning started, right, guys? This is a hilarious morning this morning. So we behind the scenes talking real quick before we get into the show, and Cindy came on deck. Good morning, guys. Welcome to the show. Come on in. We truly appreciate you guys for tuning into the show. We can't do this show without you guys. Something weird is going on this morning between my two beloved cast members here. I'm the uncle of the building. I'm good. Cindy gets on there and we start talking before Mr. Miko arrives on the platform. And boy, Cindy J was so proud of showing me her nails this morning. And she says, Sean, I have these special nails and take a look at 'em.
Let me see, Cindy.
I didn't say they were special. I was just like, look at my nails because I was.
Look,
They were,
everybody, look at Cindy J's. So I looked at her nails
I
and I
like
go,
them.
I
is there
said,
like
well,
the marbling?
she said, Sean, how do
Pretty.
you like, yeah. She said, Sean, how do you like them? I said, you look like you have female battle rapper nails. Uh, you got the little Kim starter kits. And I'm like, on a Good Friday, when Jesus, this is the day that Jesus dies, you're going to come out with some battle rapping nails.
I mean,
Mine too, Sean. Look.
Oh my
ooh, let
God.
me see yours, Miko. Ooh,
What
those are
the-
pretty. I
Uh,
like them.
ladies, put the nails back. Both of y'all put the nails up. I wish I don't have anything now going on. Go ahead, ladies.
Your your nails are manicured, Sean. Go ahead, put those old hands
Yeah,
in the camera.
yeah, but
Hey,
they're
go
not.
ahead.
They're not.
Really
They're not.
close.
They're not manicured at all
Oh
today.
God, that middle one, bro.
or whatever.
It's like it doesn't belong.
Right, right.
But he got
as I
three
said,
fingers.
yeah, like I said on the show, I broke two of them, back in the day smoking that thing. Now,
You was trying to sell your finger?
yeah, I broke two. I burnt one. I burnt one with the stem. Now, and dislocated one finger. So I got a dislocated finger, and two of them are broken. Now,
Mm-mm.
Cindy comes in and she shows me her nails. And Cindy, actually, your nails look pretty good. Good morning, Thomas King. Good morning, everybody in the chat room. We truly appreciate you. And they actually look good on you, Cindy. No doubt about it. And we're talking about that. And then Miss Miko stumbles into the chat room and literally stumbles into the chat room. And the first thing she's out of her mouth is, I am totally. Oh,
I am.
Miss Miko, please, if you don't mind, and welcome to the show, guys. Only place on earth where you get your morning start right. Don't forget, May the 11th, we had a Comedy in Harlem live podcast. The three of us, we need everyone in the building. It's a very important show for us, and we're filming it once again.
I'm sharing the show. Hold on.
Uh, Miss Miko, everybody, usually it's Cindy J with the hangover. Uh,
Mhm.
and Cindy J, we've seen Cindy in her best light always, coming through and coming in after a long night of drinking. And now our beloved Miss Miko, everyone, before we start the show, had a long night of drinking. And she's here on time, ready to rock the show. So I'm gonna applaud you for that, young lady.
Thank you, Shawn.
Uh, Everybody, Miss Miko right now is currently right now in a hangover right now. So, Miss Miko, I haven't had a hangover in years, obviously. Uh, tell us, tell the whole group, how are you feeling right now? How you feel? Get closer to the camera. Let me see what's going
I
on.
got a headache, Shawn.
Okay.
I'm severely hungover. Last night was date night. I thought today was Saturday. I thought last night was Friday night.
Right.
We went out. We hanging out. I had 4 Cadillac margaritas. I was drunk by like 11 o'clock. We didn't get home till like 3 in the morning.
Oh, yes.
You.
Mm-hmm.
That
Oh,
sounds
wait,
like a
wait.
great night.
So wait a minute. You had 4 Cadillac margaritas.
Mm-hmm.
What is a Cadillac margarita? What is that?
Oh,
It's
That
a
tell me that.
margarita with a splash of Grand Marnier.
Right on the top, Shawn.
Mm-hmm. It is the best thing ever.
and wait a minute. So you only had 4 of them, and that gives you a hangover?
It put me down.
Really? They're really
Yeah.
short, too. They're not like in a big glass.
No. Well, the spot we went to, it was like in a 12-ounce cup.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And the music was good. It was one of those things.
Sounds
So
exciting.
when the alarm went off, I was like, why you turn the alarm on a Saturday? He was like, girl, it's Friday. I said, oh my gosh, Sean's going to kill me.
Wow. Everybody. Cindy, this is usually you with the hangovers. It's trickled down to Miss Miko.
Word. I'm rubbing off on her, thankfully.
Mm-mm.
So let me ask you something. Miss Miko. Because when I used to have hangovers, I didn't do the whole remedy thing. I just powered out and just had more to drink and dealt with hangovers at a later time.
I'm weak.
How are you dealing with this? How do you feel right now? And how do you get over your hangover? That should be a tip today. How do you get over that?
I know I'm functioning. I'm drinking some water and orange juice. And I'm gonna figure it out as we go through. So I got my tips are about getting over hangovers, so you guys will see. You'll hear
Okay.
about
Now,
it.
see,
I already know.
I think we're gonna get. I think we're gonna do a little bit of. We're gonna talk a little bit and then get into her tips, and then we get
Then he
into
say
your
you
news.
already know.
I already
So
know.
so how did that all play out? Like, did
How does
did
it
did,
all play out?
did someone have to help you out the car to the house? Did you have like drunk sex last night? How does that work? How does that play out?
You
Because
know she's not gonna say
before you
nothing,
answer that,
Sean.
before
She's
you
gonna
answer
be
that
like,
question,
we came home, and we went to sleep, and I'm
right?
here now.
Now you know, I only reason before you answer that question, Miss Mika, I know one time recently my wife had went out with her girlfriends, and she came home twisted. She was done.
Mm-hmm.
And, I thought she was going to go right to sleep, and she just wanted to have wild sex and then go to sleep. After a night of drinking, Miss
Mm-hmm.
Mingo, what happened to you? Like when you get drunk, is it when you get twisted? Is it time for wild sex, or do you go to sleep? How does that work?
I had a good night.
Sydney, let's clap. She had wild sex as well.
Please have it for me. Please have it.
Now, now is drunken sex different from regular sex for you, Miss Miko? And then I'll ask Cindy.
Absolutely.
So right, so it's a different. Like drunk sex is a little different than sober sex, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you even remember having drunken sex last night, Miss Miko?
I do.
Good. Let's clap for that. Cindy J, when was the last time you had drunken sex, Cindy J? Let's go to a commercial break. While you think, let me say a commercial real quick. We got Bowling for Blood, April the 30th at the Bar Dun Lanes in Eastern Pennsylvania. Y'all come on out, 3700. While Cindy's thinking about the last time she had drunken sex, I might have to talk for about another half an hour before she goes, Sean, wait a minute. Bowling for Blood. Keep thinking, and Cindy, don't lie, don't make up no lies. And and Miss Miko, I appreciate your honesty. Thank you for your transparency. Before we go back to commercial, let's clap one more time, Cindy J. Miss Miko had drunken sex last night.
Oh my God.
I'm so happy for you.
Bowling for Blood. That's April the 30th at the Bar Dun Lanes, 3700 Nickel Street, Easton, Pennsylvania. Doors open up at 12. We start bowling at 1, and it goes to 4 p.m. The Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Wake Up Team. We'll have a team in there, Cindy James, myself, Miss Miko, and a few others. And we would love for everyone to participate in this charitable event, also sponsored by the Keystone Miller Center or Blood Center. Y'all come on now. We're going to have a good time. We're too. Uh-oh. There go the drunken argument. There go. Mike
Miko,
is over.
you forgot to turn off the microphone too, girl.
Miko, turn off the microphone, please. We don't want to hear Mike calling you all type of bitch. Now, Cindy, text her, tell her to turn that damn mic down.
But she's not by her phone.
Miss Miko, turn the damn phone down. Y'all come on out. Cindy, we gotta talk just in case she starts talking. Come on out. Sunday,
Sorry,
April the
y'all. It's my
30th.
dog. I'll be right back.
Okay.
All right, but mute the phone before Mike curse your punk ass out.
Oh gosh, hilarious.
Miller Keystone sponsors this event. You can reach out to myself or LaShawn Oliver. We're super excited about this. This is April the 30th at the Bar Dun Lanes, 3700 Nickel Street, Eastern Pennsylvania. Cindy J be in the building, Shawn Harvey be in the building. So, and LaShawn and everybody else. So y'all come on out and have a good time. May the 11th, we at Comedy in Harlem. That flyer will be out today. We need everyone in the building. Live podcast, comedy show by one of the funniest comedians in the game, Stiletto, out of Baltimore. Then we turn it over to DJ Hot Sauce for the after party. And we have a bonus event, Cindy J, along on May the 11th. Guess what, guys? Princess Cox No Pause Black Heart will be downstairs for counseling services as well.
As well, yes, and protesting. So please join Prentice in the good fight against Shawn Harvey and the Shawn Harvey Morning Show team for not having handicap access to our events. We're very sorry about that, and we are working on it.
Right. So if you want to talk to Princess, he'll be downstairs, right in front, conveniently double parked, right in front of Comedy in Harlem for his counseling sessions. So please, y'all go on downstairs and show some love to our beloved Princess Cox No Applause Black Heart, first chat room member of the week. But before we get, let's say we're gonna get into the news and we get into Miss Miko and Mike fighting later on. The 28th of May at the Iron Mill, the one and only, the super hilarious Latin assassin Mark Vieira, New York Kings of Comedy, HBO, Def Jam, BET's Comedy View, Comedy Central will be at the Iron Mill, 831 South Delaware Drive, Eastern Pennsylvania. Get your tickets now. All right. I hope everybody's okay this morning. And guess what? We're going to shout out the room. We're going to show you guys some love. Yeah, Cindy's like, I don't want to shout out the room. I want to shout out the room. We're going to shout out the room before the end of the show. And Cindy wants to show you some love. That Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Wake Up Team hoodie is killing them right now with those nails. Cindy, for the new people that just walked in, could they take a look at your nails one more time, Cindy?
Yeah, they can. Here you
There you
guys
go.
go. Oh, wait. Look at the marbling. And also, I want to give a good a shout out. I don't know if she's still in there, to Carol Drew. That is my mom's bestie for years. So shout out to you, girl. Thanks for coming in the chat room.
What's her name again?
Her name is Carol Drew. Carol
And this
Drew Holland.
is your mother's friend?
Yeah, her best friend. Like, they've been friends since they were little. And I think this is her first time in the show. So, hey, girl.
Okay. Shout out to my man DJ Tall Guy, Dwayne Stanton Holmes. God bless you.
Hey,
Is
TJ.
she what's the deal with your mother's best friend? Is she single or in a relationship?
Shawn, she's living her best life in
That means that
South Carolina. So
that
shout out.
means that means she's single.
She is, well, I guess she is technically single, but she's a widow. So her husband passed a few years back.
So do you think that it's time for this young lady to get back on the scene and start dating again, CJ?
No, I don't. Not with the state of men these days. I don't think so.
Cindy J, God forbid something happens to my wife. I'm gonna give it I'm 58 years old. Something happened to her. Say if my wife, God forbid, checked out of here. I'm gonna give it 2 years. Maybe, yeah, 2 years. I'll give it 2 years, and then I'm gonna have to snatch up something else, Cindy J.
What? Shawn, I don't even want to hear that.
And Cindy J, if I pass away, Cindy J, I've already had this discussion with my wife. Give it 2 years and you go on out there and you whatever. Just do whatever you're gonna do because I'm out of here and I'm checked out.
I feel like
So,
Tanya would hold the torch for you.
yeah, I hold the torch for only 2 years and go on out there and do your thing. I don't want you looking crazy in these streets, not being, single and not being in a relationship anymore. No, that ain't fair. I say this, Cindy Jan. I know we had these conversations before. I'm giving it 2 years on both sides. I'll give 2 years, and then I'll start going out there and doing my whole thing. And I'll give her 2 years. Cindy, if you was in a relationship and your partner checked out before we get into the show, and Miss Miko will be back. Everybody, she has a terrible hangover.
Miss Miko ain't coming back. I'm just letting y'all know that.
Miss Miko arguing with Mike right now. Cindy J, what's that window time, Cindy J? I said 2 years. What's that window time when you go, you know what? Time to take the pictures down. I'll definitely leave a picture up in the crib, of course. Sydney, what's that comfortable window time? A shout out to your mother's friend, Carol. Carol, thank you so much for listening to the show. We truly appreciate it.
Yeah, girl.
Sydney, what's that window time for bereavement and then moving on for you? Especially now at your age. It could be. I mean, maybe the question was. This is it's a simple question with kind of like a complicated answer because it depends on what stage of life you're in. Like, say if there's an elderly person and the husband or the wife dies and they're 80, 90 years old, maybe it's time for you to just hang it up. If the person is a little younger, like you in your late 30s, what do you do? The estimate is you still got half of a life to live. You still got 30 something years to go. That's what I'm saying. If something happens to me and I check out, my wife is in her late 30s, right? She still got 30 something more, at least the average, if nothing happens, another 30 more years to live. Who am I? I'm an oak tree by that time. Who am
I,
I to say,
I mean, I probably wouldn't just because, like, look how old I am now. Like, by the time I find a husband, and we grow our love, ain't nobody got time for that after he dies. So I'll probably just be alone.
so
I wouldn't want to.
even at this young age, everybody must me go back. Even at this young age, uh, and say something happens to your beloved, you're done. You're not.
Oh, like if they died like now,
Yeah,
like
like now at your age now.
I mean, maybe not because that was like my grandma. Like when my grandfather died, I was like super little. They were. I think they were already divorced, and she never remarried. So, and she's 97 now, and that was like when she was like 30 something. So I think I would go that way.
So your wait a minute. Your grandmother has she the last relationship she been in. She was in her 30s,
Yeah.
and she's 93,000 years old now, and she has no other relationships that you know of.
No, I mean, I'm sure she like got it in back in the day. You know what I'm saying? She was living that island life. She was in St. Croix. So I'm sure she had people coming in and out, but I never met none of them people or even seen them. So I'm sure they weren't that significant.
So, okay, before we recap, Miss Miko, now that you're back, everybody, just to let you know, Miss Miko has a severe hangover, but she's in the building, and God bless her. Miss Miko, while you was out, Miss Carol's in the chat room, and we truly appreciate her. Who is Linda Jacobs' best friend? Who we couldn't do this show without Linda via Cindy J. And Cindy just said that she's recently a widow for a widow, right? It's widow
Yeah,
for a woman and widower for a man, right?
I think so.
I think so, right? Anyway,
Yeah.
Miss Miko, she's been a widow for 2 years and counting. And I asked the question, what's that bereavement time before you start dating again? And Miss Miko, and I had this conversation with my wife. I said, listen, let's give that 2 years. If I fall out, if something happens to me and I'm done and I'm out of here, I give it a couple of years, and then you going out there and live your best life and start dating again and do what you do because she's in her late 30s and she still estimated still has about 30 or 40 more years to live.
Mm-hmm.
And same with me. I said, well, something God forbid happened to my wife, or I think I'll go on out there in 24 months,
Mm-hmm.
especially at my age. I'm
Carol
3,000.
said men Carol said men can't take care of themselves, so they need a year.
You know what? And Carol, you're right because you already know. For me, I got heavy codependence issues. That's another story. Miss Miko, what's the window time? So, Miss Carol, are you saying it's 1 year for men and how long for women?
We can go the rest of our life, baby. We
Speak for
we,
yourself, Cindy.
we don't need that. We don't need that. We will carry on strongly, okay?
Miss Miko, God forbid your beloved husband who you love to death checked out of here, and vice versa, you checked out of here. What's the window time? Let me ask you a question, Miss Miko. God forbid you check out of here. What's the window time that Mike can go back out there and start doing this thing?
He can't.
What?
He can't. No.
Wait.
She said there will never be a number two.
He can't.
Miss
He
Miko,
can't.
wait. Miss Miko, wait. Let's say, well, I don't know how Mike is. Let's say Mike got to be between 35 and 45 years old, right?
He's older.
Okay, say he's 50.
Okay.
Miss Miko,
Why you
is
just
this say
throwing that
Mike
on
is
that
50
man?
years old? I'm gonna just say, I don't know how old he is. I'm gonna just say 50, okay? And if
Okay.
you check out of here,
Not no damn
you're
50-year-old.
gonna say that our beloved Mike Dixon is done with dating for the rest of his life?
Yeah,
believe it.
because they not gonna be living high off my money. So no, you're gonna be single, enjoying my good goddamn insurance money. So
Miss
Yes.
no, he has to
Miko,
be single.
That's right, Miss Miko. Ain't nobody
Yeah,
gonna be
yeah,
living off
yeah.
my money.
Y'all not
I
balling
think I'm a
out
I
out of
think I'm gonna put
control.
that in my will if I get married.
That's what you gonna put in your will.
Yes, my last
so
wish
so
is
so there
that you never have another.
Mm-hmm.
so before we get to Miss Miko's tips, so Miss Miko, what if the roles reverse, right? What if you Mike checked out, right? Are you going to be single for the rest of your life?
Because I'm younger, I will give myself like a 2.5, 3 year grieving period, and then I'll date. I wouldn't get married again, but I will definitely go on a couple of dates. I'll definitely have a friend.
Wait a minute. So wait a minute. So you can have a friend, but he can't have a friend at
Mike can't have no
with
friends. No,
Yeah.
no, yeah, no friends.
Period. I
Miss Miko.
co-sign
I
that.
said, Miss Miko, I had this conversation with my wife. Let's just say it one more time for the people just walking into the room. I said to my wife, if I check out of here, give me 18 months, 2 years, and go on out there and date. I'm not mad at you. I am not mad at you. You have a
Mm-hmm.
whole 30 something. God bless you. The estimated life expectancy, you got another 37 more years to go. Go out there and rock out. I'm not mad at you. But Miss Miko and Cindy J, why do you guys put these restrictions on men if you guys check out and they still have a whole almost 2 generations to live?
Mm-mm.
It's just
Mm-mm.
something about it doesn't sit right with my soul.
Right, it's not sitting right with me. Yeah, he
But
can't. He can't get no girlfriend, get married, nothing. If he do, he better keep it a secret.
why?
My daughter better not get wind of it,
Uh, that's right.
or my family members. She better be a DL girlfriend. Sorry, nope, not happening. She can't come over. She can't spend nights. No trip. None of that.
Hold on, wait a minute. Both of y'all are parked somewhere in Central Jersey because it seems like when black folks die, we always wind up somewhere in Central Jersey
Yeah.
or upstate New York. You know,
That
like
that's where mine's is gonna be in Jersey. I have a plot.
right,
Mm.
right. City already has a plot. We talked about that, but it
I
seemed
already
like
know.
when we go away for these eternal weekends, it's always Middle Jersey or North New York.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Mr. Miko, say for example you park somewhere in North New York, and you ain't going nowhere anytime soon. Uh, your beloved Mike Dixon can't go out there, Miss Miko, and do his thing after a certain. They call it bereavement. It's a window time, Miss Miko.
Right. I
It's a
say
window
no.
time. It's a window time for grieving. Grieving
I say
is a
he's a man
process.
of a certain age. He don't need no female company. He's all right. He'll be okay. He'll get through this. He'll be okay.
Or maybe I'll concede to a stipulation that if he does get with somebody, then he can't get any more insurance money. How about
I
that?
like that. I like that.
We'll put that in the clause.
Yeah, we'll slip that in. I like
Oh,
that
wait,
one.
so wait a minute. Wait a minute. Am I slow here? Why am I the only one? I don't mind. I don't mind if my
Because
wife.
you're a guy, Sean. You're a guy, and like you guys feel about it differently. It's just how we're wired. Just accept it, okay? You will
No,
have to be alone for the rest of your life. Period.
Period.
no,
Tanya
but
feels the
City,
same way.
what
I
I'm
know.
saying is I'm okay with after a couple of years or whatever it is that my wife continues to
Why
start
a
dating
couple of
me.
years? Why should she waste time?
All right,
Keep
well,
going.
hey, listen,
What
I'm
if she
dead,
wants to
right?
do six? What if she wants to do 6 months?
I can't even be mad at her for that. I'm gone. I'm gone. I'm on ice. I got on a stupid suit that I never wear anyway, somewhere in central freaking New York with my toes cold. Hey, nothing I could do.
Exactly. So just
But
let
I'm
it
saying,
happen.
right, but why? But I'm okay with that. Why are you ladies putting this generational restriction on men.
Because we
It's not
can't.
a restriction, Sean. You can date, but nobody better find out about it. It better be on the low. That's it. Like he will not. He will not live with somebody in his house. He will not be in my car with somebody else. He will not spend my money on somebody else. No, it ain't happening.
Miko, that's not fair.
It's fair. It's not happening.
I
No.
Cindy,
concur.
I am talking to a woman that's currently in a hangover right now. Cindy, do you think that that even makes sense what she's saying?
Yeah, I can understand it.
Yeah.
But I've never been married, so I really, I don't even have a dog in this fight. So this is all hypothetical for me. I'm probably going to be alone, so it's fine.
No, you don't say that. Put a number one
All
in it.
men can be free to do whatever they want because they don't want me.
Oh,
But
Cindy,
you
don't
but you know,
say
man,
that.
they gonna do whatever they want to do anyway.
Well,
We can
well,
have all
Cindy,
the
at least,
stipulations.
Cindy, at least you got nice nails. Now, now, wait a minute. But
Check
before
out the marbling though.
I
Like
know,
that
I
thing
loved
looks
it. I
so.
love
It's
your
pretty.
nails.
You know what I'm saying? Hand
All right.
done. That ain't no airbrush.
Okay, what do you think in the chat room? Well, let's clap for Cindy if she don't do the airbrushing thing no more. What do you guys think? What are you guys
Yo, they are
thinking?
crazy on the on the chat. Mr. Rich Wilson said, Mike, watch out. Since Cindy and Miko left you sick in the car and said they was gonna check on you and never did, Cindy was an instigator. Mike, there is help available for you. Check your inbox. Yo, they crazy.
Not, not there's help for you.
That
Mike,
corporate
don't
instigator
check the
said
inbox. It's spam. It's spam, sir.
Wow,
baby,
Miss.
don't check your
Wow.
inbox. He ain't got nothing in there for you.
He's gonna try and sell you Bitcoin.
Oh boy. Welcome to the show, guys. Only place on earth where you get your mornings started right. Please like and share the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team. Okay, guys. Before we move on to Miss Miko's tips, what's the bereavement period for you guys? Put in the chat room if to go back out and date and go back out and even remarry or whatever you want to do. I say less than 2 years. Uh, Cindy J says never, right? And Miss Miko said that's a no go. But Miss Miko also said that uh, she might have her little friend on her side, which I think is not fair. If Mike Dixon, and shout out to Mike Dixon, man, God bless you, brother. If Mike Dixon can't date for several generations, if his life expectancy is another 30 years, why do you get a chance to still date, Miss Miko? I'm trying to figure
Princess
that
is
out.
instigating. Princess is telling Mike to change the beneficiary. Mike talking about he on the phone right now with the insurance company. Mind your business.
Hilarious.
Yo, and Princess, keep that same energy. Men are watching each other's back. All right. Guys, don't forget Bowling for Blood, April the 30th at the Bar Dunn's Bowling Lane, 3700 Nickel Street in Easton, Pennsylvania. Doors open up at 12. We start bowling at 1. Get your teams involved. We're going to have a great time. You can reach out to myself or LaShawn um, Brown Oliver. Thank you so much, man. Keith Miller Keystone is one of the sponsors. Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Wake Up Team, Pretty Confidence. And we got a lot of folks coming out. And remember, May the 11th. Y'all come on back to Comedy in Harlem. You know how we get down. But this time we have the live podcast before the comedy show. So we're super excited about that. And we're taping it again. Shawn Harvey, Cindy J, Miss Miko, Comedy in Harlem, 508 East 117th Street, New York City. Doors open up at 6, showtime 7. Mark Vieira, the Latin assassin, comes to the Lehigh Valley to the IMU. 831 South Delaware Drive, Eastern Pennsylvania. That's May the 28th. Tickets available now. Okay. Miss Miko, let's check on your hangover right now before we get into the tips. How's your hangover right now, young lady?
It's still there. It's not as crazy as it was this morning, but it's still there.
Just for people who just tuned in, Miss Miko had 4 Cadillac martinis
Sorry,
and
Margaritas.
12
margaritas.
margaritas in 12-ounce cups. She had 4 of them. And then she had drunken sex last night. Let's clap.
Oh my God, y'all annoying.
All right, so let's go to Miss Miko's tips.
I mean, I don't think that's enough to have a hangover, but
Right.
Cindy,
ahead,
you're
sis.
different. You
But
drink like a 65-year-old Babylonian man. Like you drink, Cindy. I can't hang with you. You gets it popping.
you know what it is?
Sydney, are you an undercover 65-year-old Irish Babylonian man?
Cindy drink. I'm like, dang.
You
Mm-mm.
know what it is? I think, but it's the tequila for me. I don't, that really doesn't give me, like, tequila and Hennessy are like my drinks because I don't usually get a hangover after. But,
Mm-mm.
but yeah, so that to me sounds like a pregame. Like, when
Yes,
Oh
did you,
that's
my
when did
gosh.
you bring out the hard stuff? Like,
right.
that sounds
When
like
I
too
used
much mix for me.
right, Sydney, when I used to drink, I used to crack that Sutter Home open. That was at 10:30 in the morning.
Not the Sutter home.
Not at
Yeah,
10:30 in the morning.
Not
yeah.
the Pinot Grigio.
That's right. I'm a pure alcoholic, and then I'll chase that with a bottle of Andres, and then City at 3 o'clock.
No.
And then City at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, 4 shots of the Hennessy while I'm watching the 4 o'clock news. Then I'll get dressed. Get into the car, drunk as hell, head to the show where I have 2 coconut Cirocs and 4 Heinekens. And then maybe I might have a hangover.
Mm-mm. Y'all
Maybe.
different.
Maybe.
Y'all definitely different.
So go ahead, Miss Miko, with your margaritas.
Go ahead with your Cadillac. Go ahead with your bitch ass Cadillac margaritas, 4 of them with a
Add
cherry
a
on top.
splash of Grand Marnier. What the hell even is that?
Right.
Girl, bye.
Grandma. You're an African American. What is Grand Marnier? What is that? That sounds like a gay designer. Welcome to the show, guys. Welcome to the show. Only place on earth where you get your morning started. I think Cindy J will yield the time to Miss Miko, which she's going to give her tips while she has the hangover. Let's clap for that, Cindy.
It's gonna
Go,
be a
Miss
fast one,
Miko.
y'all.
Go.
Go. I'm gonna do the same thing, Cindy. I'm gonna look at her real quick. Let's see. Look, go, Miss Miko.
So
No,
Go, girl.
yeah,
Go.
my tip
go, Miss Miko.
is
Go.
my tip. My tips is steps to cure a hangover. As you know, hangovers begin after blood alcohol levels start to fall. And according to some experts, the worst symptoms occur when levels reach 0. What can you do to help a hangover? The first thing that you want to do is drink fluids. Alcohol promotes urination, and that makes you become very dehydrated, and it decreases the volume of urine made in your kidneys. So you have to drink water or anything liquidy to restore your electrolytes.
Drink anything liquidy? Is that what it said?
I'm
Let's
rephrasing.
let's
Drink
let's let's
anything liquid.
let's put a pause on that. Let's put a pause on that. Miss Miko, after your hangover, did you have anything liquidy after that?
I did. I drank like 2 bottles of water. I
Okay.
Okay.
really did.
Okay.
I drank 2
Sometimes
bottles of
that's
water.
hard after the fact, but go
I'm
on.
gonna put a pause on liquidy. That's all. Okay, continue.
The next thing you want to do is get some carbohydrates into your system. Drinking may lower blood sugar levels, so it may cause fatigue and headache, like I have right now. It may be from the brain working without enough of its main fuel. So people forget to eat when they drink. So you may want to get some toast or juice in a way to get your levels back to normal. Avoid drinking more alcohol. So today is a dry day for me. I'm gonna go ahead and do my 7 fish and my loaves of bread today and just enjoy Good Friday and just eat my fish. I'm not drinking no type of alcohol today. I'm doing all water. Take a pain reliever, but not Tylenol. Aspirin, ibuprofen, Motrin, and other brands, and other anti-inflammatory drugs may help with the headache and overall achy feelings. So you don't want to take antihistamine, which is Tylenol, because it has a toxic effect on your liver. So remember, do not take Tylenol when you're hungover, you want to take an ibuprofen, not an antihistamine. So take Motrin or something else, but just not Tylenol. Drink lots of coffee or tea. Caffeine may not have any special anti-hangover powers, but it's a stimulant, so it can help you with your grogginess. And last but not least, vitamins B and zinc. A study published by Journal of Clinical Medicine evaluated the diets for 24 hours before and after excessive drinking occurred. It was study resulted that the participants are what they ate. So they find that people whose food and beverage consumption contained great amounts of Z and B had less severe hangovers. So I'm about to pop a vitamin C pill. Hold on, y'all.
Let us see it. I want to see. Wait a minute. Let us see us. We want to see you drop your vitamin C pill. Hold on.
I feel like she just read that and had to go throw up.
For real.
I'm back. My vitamin C.
True. Wait a minute. C. Wait. We want you to take that vitamin C.
It's a chewable. It's a chewable.
Just wait a minute. Show the bottle one more time, please.
And it's a CBS brand.
Okay.
Not Shawn wanted the bottle.
Yo, tell you what.
Shawn, mute your phone, Shawn.
Line, but I can't pick up the phone.
Like, hello. Nobody wants to hear your conversation.
And tell her to
who is calling during the show anyway?
I can't call on the other number because you're on the phone.
You see the respect he has for y'all in the chat room? He don't got no respect. He don't give a damn about this show.
That's Ghost, and I'm telling Ghost to tell Lydia to go. Whatever city. I'm calling Ghost to tell Lydia to call me on this other lines because she's trying to call in, but I can't answer the phone.
Yeah.
All right.
Lydia.
Hey, Lydia.
Now wait a minute. Did you take the chewable already?
Yeah.
I didn't see it.
What do you want to see it for?
We wanted everybody. Did everybody see you take the chewable?
Yes, they saw.
Take another one. Take another one so I can see it.
It's 500 milligrams, mgs.
So what? What's gonna happen? So what's gonna happen? You're gonna take another one and you're gonna collapse? What's gonna?
You know, Miss Miko don't want to do nothing that's not supposed to be done.
Miss Miko, take another one. You're gonna be fine. Look up your city. Mike's in the background. Take another one. All right.
The only thing that can cure a hangover is time.
Exactly. Hold on.
You need to drink. You need to drink water in between because rest. And rest. Because when you do all of this after the fact, it's just crazy. None of it seems like it works. Mm-hmm. And I'm surprised that they say not to drink more alcohol because that's what people say. They're like,
don't drink no more alcohol. This is from the Harvard Health magazine.
I've done that before though. Like I'll drink something else, like take a shot of something.
Did you feel better?
I did a little bit. I did.
Lydia, Lydia, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Now hold on, don't say nothing. Yo, Danielle Williams is coming after me, showing unprofessional in cap letters. You're working at home. Danielle, I'm trying to get Lydia on the phone. Where is that? Yo, Danielle, you've been coming after me for the last couple of days. What's going on?
Yeah, because she's tired of your BS.
Talk to me. I know we family, and I know you can come at me the way you want to. It's cool. But why are we coming after me? I'm trying to get Lydia on the phone.
Well, we didn't know that at the time.
We didn't know
what was going on. What's wrong with you people? I do this for you.
You be doing it all the time, talking to your little friends on the phone while we're having the show, whispering in the back. Like, focus on this, bro.
Okay. Everyone, our beloved Lydia George is on the phone. Let's clap, Jesus.
Yay, Lydia! Hello.
Go ahead. The floor is yours.
Okay, so I was just calling in quick to speak about the bowling event. So April the 30th, everyone needs to come that's able to because we're bowling for blood. We're not doing the donation there at the bowling alley. You're going to sign up for the blood drive that's happening on May the 7th at the Iron Mule in Easton. And Kate has been so nice enough where she is giving everyone that donates, she is giving them a 10% off gift voucher for any meal at her restaurant.
Oh
Let's
wow.
clap for that.
That's
Yeah.
great, you
So
guys.
she's been very, very nice. Because I did put it out there, and she was like, "Sure, Lydia." So she's been great. So I'm very grateful for that, and I'm expecting the chat room to come on April 30th because we're bowling for blood.
Cindy, doesn't that sound like a code name for like a Crip member bowling for blood? Like they're coming out.
No, Sean. Only people like you would think that.
Okay.
Like, all right, bowling, but to give people blood, we're bowling to save lives.
Yeah,
That's what we're doing.
Yeah, let's say that.
Yes,
Bowling to save lives. Okay.
because one pint of blood can save 3 people. Lydia taught me that.
Yes,
Lydia.
1 pint saves 3 lives. Yes.
Lydia.
Yes.
Miss Miko had drunken sex last night.
Did you enjoy it, Tamiko? I would hope so.
It was good.
It was mind blowing. That's why she's not saying anything.
And Cindy J hasn't had drunken sex in 17 seasons.
She's gonna get it in the summertime. This summer.
Lydia George, when was the last time you had drunken sex?
I guess the last time I was drunk. Last time I was drunk.
That's hilarious.
Oh my God! All right, well,
You know, next time I do, Sean, I'll make sure I mark it down and I'll call in and share it with you.
whoa, yeah, you could do that.
Okay.
I got
Sounds like a plan.
So there you go. We got some breaking news. Everybody's gonna go. We're gonna sign up on the 30th, and then the following week on May the 7th, we're all gonna meet up at the Iron Mule.
For the blood drive. It will be good. Jonathan and myself, and I believe Jackie, we're going to be working it, so it'll be a good time.
Yeah, so y'all guys come on out. We truly appreciate you and Lydia and your whole crew over there at Miller Keystone for incorporating what you guys do in the event that we have, that we do every 4 months. So thank you so much, and we truly appreciate you. Now,
yeah, and thank you guys also. Like, we're really excited. Like everyone is, even the CEO of the company. So yeah, it'll be good.
All right, so y'all come on out. Let's have a good time. All right, Lydia, we're gonna get off the phone right now because Tamiko's hungover and she might fall out on screen, and we're trying to.
Oh, okay. Well, let's not do that. And I probably I have to go back on the floor anyway.
Okay, go ahead. Everybody,
bye, Lydia.
Let's give it up for Lydia, aka.
Thank you.
Let's get up for Lydia, aka Mrs. Count Dracula. Let's go.
Nice one. See you guys.
Bye.
Lydia.
And Ghost, thank you so much for helping me with that phone call. Truly appreciate it. All right, so let's go back to the tips, right?
I'm gonna have to reschedule my thingy. I'm not gonna be here May 7th, but it's okay. I'll go in before the blood drive.
Where you going May 7th, Cindy?
Sean, go on May 7th. I'm spending a Cinco de Mayo weekend in California, baby.
Nice.
So I'll be there. My sister-in-law, I call her my sister-in-law, but she just they just built a pool. So
I remember they were building the pool last year. It's done.
Yes, it's done. They're putting the finishing touches. So I gotta get in that thing.
Nice.
Why do you call her your sister-in-law? What is that? What does that mean? I'm trying to figure that out.
Because
us folks be running around here giving folks titles that don't really get the title.
Because it just makes it easier to explain her, because she's
who?
She's my baby daddy's brother's wife.
Your
That's
baby?
your sister-in-law.
We were never married. So I always have to say that. And I'm like, but she's just like my sister-in-law. Like,
wait.
We're really close too.
Wait a minute. This is your baby father's brother's wife.
Or I say my kid's aunt. That's what I say a lot of it.
Wait. This is your baby father's brother's wife. Let's get that. I mean, I know. Congratulations on the in-ground pool. Hold on. When you go and have a safe flight to El Segundo. Hold on. Wait. I just want to clarify this one more time. This is your baby father's brother's wife. Okay, baby father's brother's wife. And where does that equate to sister-in-law?
Because if we would have got married, she would be my sister-in-law.
Yo, in the chat room, they said she's not your sister-in-law, Seneca.
Wait.
I know. That's why I said she's like my sister-in-law.
Okay. So
do you not see
let
the quotes? And I know that's Lee Scott because he stayed
It
coming
is
for
Lee
me. He stayed coming for me. It's either him or Prentice.
yeah.
They stay coming for me.
I know, just like Danielle stayed coming for me too. But wait a minute. But we are all here, and welcome to the show, guys. Only place on earth where you get your mornings all right. We're all here to help each other. We need to give this quote unquote sister-in-law a respectable title, Cindy J. You said it's your baby father's brother's wife. We all need to come up right now. The dog is barking. I get the dog. We all right now. Hold on, guys. Okay, go ahead, Danielle. Say I'm unprofessional. Go ahead, Danielle. Matter of fact, Danielle, you can kiss my black ass. Hold on.
Yeah, Danielle, read him a new one because ever since he's been out of the studio, he's been acting real different. Being at home, okay, girl.
All right. Now I got the dog here with me. All right, so wait a minute.
Not your dog with separation anxiety.
Yeah, his dog. And he does. So all of us collectively in the chat room, Cindy J, I think we all need to come up with a respectable title for this young lady that you love.
That's what she calls me her sister-in-law too. Like we call each other like sisters. Like that's my.
So, but wait a minute. So, what if your baby father comes with a new girlfriend or a new wife or whatever? That neglects all of this.
I mean, that's unfortunate for her because I'm still sis.
Yeah, but wait a minute. But why don't we come up with a? Why don't we come up? Danielle, I'm gonna call you back. Danielle. I got you.
Now you gonna call her back?
Yeah, I got to figure out how to call her because I can't pick up the phone. Danielle, I'm gonna send you the number so you can call.
Oh, you getting the
but why don't? But Cindy, why don't we stay ahead of this before we start the show? Cindy, why don't we stay ahead of this? Give her proper title, so just in case if a new woman come through and say, "We mean sister-in-law. I'm the sister-in-law." Like let's get this titles popping. So when the new woman comes through, we already have this established. That's all I'm saying. So everybody in the chat room, how will we identify with Cindy J's baby father's brother's wife? What would be the appropriate name title for her? I'm going to start with you, Miss Migo. Miss Migo, I'm going to start with you. Hold on, Cindy. Miss Migo, I know right now you're drunk as hell and your process is moving really slow.
I'm thinking.
But what would be? Now I see what Cindy was saying.
Aunt.
Cindy was like, I'm still sis, and she called me sis. I get that, but that's not the case.
It's your kid's aunt, so that's what you could call her. My kid's aunt. My kids.
But Miss Migo, we gotta give her a title. We need everybody to chat.
Title. There is no title for that. I mean, I guess I could call her like my friend because we're friends, like my bestie.
But you're more than friends. You're more than friends.
I feel like we are more than friends. So I don't.
Right, because the connection obviously that because you and her have kids by two brothers.
Right.
Which one has happened to be married to the young lady?
Right.
But
she got the good one.
But what will we give her? She got the good one, you said?
There's 3 brothers. 2 of them are married. Look at my luck. I get the one who wants to be in the streets.
Cindy, calm down, Cindy. Calm down. You get the brother.
Lucky. I get the leftovers.
Right. Yeah, Cindy, you get the we outside, brother.
You know what I'm saying? I can't win for losing.
No, wait a minute. Wait, guys, thanks for tuning in the show. Any place on earth where you get your morning started right. It's Feel Good Friday. Put a number one chat room if you're enjoying the show today. Put a number two if you're not. Miss Miko and everyone in the chat room, and even Cindy J, and even myself. Before this show is over, let's try to figure out the appropriate name to give sis, who's not really sis.
Vanetta George said, "Your kid's aunt." That's it. Dang, Vanetta. Prentice Cox said, "Distant sister."
He said what? What did he say?
He said, "Distant sister." And Jonathan Overstreet said, "Fair weather friends." What? What does that even mean?
Jonathan,
I
that's
think she would
horrible.
be offended if I called her a fair weather friend.
Yeah, Jonathan, don't say nothing else in the chat room, Jonathan. Don't say anything. Thank you for your participation. Don't you say nothing else. Should we call her sis? Auntie?
Sus.
Wait till
Let's go
she
back
hears
to the
this.
original. Let's go back to the original question. So I'm with you know what? I'm not gonna be around May the 7th because I'm going down out to El Segundo because my auntie has no, we gotta come up with a name for her.
I don't know. I think I'll stick with my kid's
Hello?
aunt. But I feel like when I
Hold on.
say sister-in-law, people know. People that know me know.
Right.
And if you
Hold on.
don't know me, then just take it for what it is.
Yeah, because my whole thing is this, Cindy. Yo, you still there, bro?
Yeah, no, I'm gonna be on quick. I was just looking at the joint.
Yeah.
Wow, Tamika need a nap, B. She is not there, baby. I don't know if she can see her. She don't know what she look like. She needs to go in and log out and take a nap.
Yo.
She's here, Ghost. She's here in spirit.
Yo,
Oh no, her spirit is not here.
yo, he said she should log off and take a nap.
She talking about she's here in spirit. She is her spirit left already.
Word, she's just the flesh.
she's just on tree right now.
That's hilarious.
Soulless on the screen. Oh my God. Yeah.
Well,
That's
you know
what I
what?
call for, my brother. I'll finish the show now.
Okay.
Thank you. Got my starter right.
Bye, Ghost.
But you know what? As he's talking, CDJ, as Ghost is describing Miss Miko, she's using her arms to hold her forehead up, CDJ. She's using her arm. She got that arm planted on that chin to hold that head up. All right.
I've been there.
Leave my head alone, Sean.
And leave me alone. Listen, it's my sister-in-law. I'm going there May 4th to the 9th. We're doing it up big, and that's on period.
Pool.
So we sticking with sister-in-law.
Yeah.
Okay.
With the
Miss
air
Miko,
quotes.
should we?
If you don't know what this means, that she's my sister-in-law, then I'm sorry.
Put the
She's
number
my
one chat room
sister-in-law.
if that's the case. Put the number one chat room if Cindy should identify her baby father's brother's wife as sister-in-law. Put a number two if she should. Because Cindy, what if you was with a mutual friend and you introduced this woman to her, you would say, "Hey, this is my sister-in-law."
Yeah, and then we would like laugh a little bit. We're like, yeah. That's what we do.
That's why we need to give her a title. She deserves a title. Maybe she could be like
how do you know what she deserves?
Because remember I left two families, a lot of collateral damage. There's a lot of identifying issues that I'm having in my own family.
Well, maybe I'll ask her. I'm gonna call her later and ask her what she wants to be called, and I'll report back. I think she should have a say in how I reference her.
Right, I think so.
I'll report back.
Miss Miko, are you still up?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, go.
This is so sad.
I guess what we'll do on this Good Friday. Uh, we do appreciate you guys for tuning into the show. Thank you so much. Like and share the Shawn Harvey Moore Show featuring the Wake Up Team. All right, Sydney, let's get into some front page. She's the S to the E double NY, and she can't deny front page news, y'all. Got the front page news. Miss Miko, even though you got a hangover, I'm gonna need that B box. Okay, you ready? One for
Oh,
the
I ain't
trouble.
got it in me today,
Hey,
Sean.
hey, hey, hey. One for the trouble, two for the base. Come on, Miss Miko, let's rock the place.
No, that wasn't
I'm out
good.
of here. Come on, Cooper. Come on, Cooper. Come on, Cooper. Let's go outside, Coop.
Don't do that.
Yo, my dog looking at me like this.
He's like, where are we going? I'm right here.
Why are you yelling?
The poor dog.
Yeah.
Um, okay, so I have a lot going on in entertainment news a little bit. Maybe I'll start off with, did you guys watch the Monique special?
No,
Just like I figured. Okay, so I won't really talk about that. You guys watched that this weekend.
no,
It's
talk
not
about
really.
it. No, no, talk about it. Talk about it. Tell it's all good. Talk about it if you don't mind. Go ahead.
Well, she was just in the news because fans, in this special, she's referencing, um, you know, alluding to the fact that she likes women, she wants to sleep with women, stuff like that.
Oh,
So,
bye.
fans, are suggesting that she actually came out as bisexual on her special. And, because she was sharing intimate details about how she wants to be intimate with women and how she told her husband. The comedian and actress recently debuted her new comedy special on Netflix called My Name is Monique, and it's safe to say she did not hold back. During the special, Monique opens up about informing her husband that she has a desire to be intimate with women. While explaining the conversation she had with her husband, Monique reveals that he was accepting of her desires. As she jokingly explains, she said, "Daddy, I want to be with another woman sexually." And he looked at me so beautifully and so patient and so loving and said, "Bitch, me too." He said, "You find her and we'll do her together." Well, there's a little bit more profanity, but I'll keep it PG. During her comedy special, she also jokes about her sexuality, which has made some fans question if the stand-up was her way of coming out as bisexual. Following the release of her special, one viewer said, "Oh my God, Monique just came out as bisexual on her Netflix special." The Netflix comedy special follows, the settlement between Precious actress and the streaming network. In 2019, Monique sued Netflix for racial and gender discrimination. Monique and her husband Sydney Hicks have been married since 2006. Blah 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 blah. I mean, I watched it. I mean, she did, I guess, allude to that in the special, but who really knows? And obviously, she's been married for all this time, so I doubt she's actually gonna act on it. But to me, I didn't think the special was all of that. Like, I don't follow her stand up, so I don't really know what's on par for her and what's not. But I didn't think it was worth a lawsuit and all this hoopla for what she gave. So I don't know.
Wow.
You guys watch it this weekend and
Well,
let me know
now
how
I'm
you feel.
definitely. Matter of fact, I'm gonna watch it after the show today. That's very interesting, Jenny. Thank you for that report. Right, uh,
Like
coming out.
whatever Netflix was gonna pay you, sis, it was sufficient. So
Yo,
what whatever they were gonna give you is what you should have got because that's what you gave. And then
yo,
like toward the end, it was like a therapy session. Like homegirl was crying. Like it was just like, girl, girl, girl. It wasn't it for me. And her overuse of the N word in the beginning, like it was off putting to me. So I think I was a little biased at that. I mean, I know people like that, but I feel like we're in a different time. Like you can leave that. alone.
Did she
Like,
use it
I don't
more than
care.
Tracy Morgan? Because he overuses it all the time. Or is it kind of
Yeah,
like the
like
same?
I can understand it in like the context of a joke, but it's like when you're just saying it and there's no like punchline, it's like, why are you addressing me like this? Like I didn't pay all this money to sit here and have you call me a neighbor. Like, girl.
Right.
You know
But
what? Again, I'm gonna watch this because it's very interesting what you're saying. Like because she was barking about how much she should get paid back in the day, and if this was a surpass special, that would be very interesting. I can't speak on this. That's all I can say. I'm definitely going to watch it. I'm going to critique it. I'm going to look at it as a comedian. I'm also going to look at it as I'm going to analyze it as a comedian and also watch it as a fan. I'm on both ends of the spectrum because I'm going to know what it's going to be immediately. Thank you so much for that report. I am definitely going to watch. And then to come out uh, uh, to be gay, that's old news. People used to come out the closet 20 years ago was shocking. That's not shocking no more. Everybody can say they're gay, and everybody's like, "Oh, word, okay, good," and then it's going with their day. Um, that's a hack joke. Hey, daddy, I want to be with a woman, and yeah, meet. We could have a woman and bring her on, and whatever. That's very superficial as far as the joke. I am going to watch this special today, and thank you, Cindy, because I forgot all about this, and I'm going to critique it myself. So thank you.
okay,
And
yes.
the overuse of the N word, yeah, I don't know what's that all about. I mean, yeah, you could use it in a punchline, no doubt about it. It actually comes off better in a punchline, but to repeatedly saying the N word, especially in the beginning of the special, that's yeah, you can't use that as a tagline. That's too much. It's too much. And then at the end, just telling stories without the punches or the punchlines, then that's questionable as well. Because at the end of your set, that's the crescendo right there. That's where you bang, 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 and get a hard laugh, pause, and then get off the stage. So I'm gonna watch it and critique it myself.
Yeah, and I should watch the end. I actually like didn't even pay attention to the last 15 minutes. I started TikToking, like
Right. So you bailed
scrolling.
out.
So I bailed out.
Okay.
So
Okay.
um so you guys go watch it this weekend. Watch it on Easter Sunday. See how you feel. Um Michael Jordan's $15 million mansion was burglarized. An 18-year-old was arrested following that. Police were called about a robbery in progress, and when they arrived, they found Raiden Hagedorn still inside the 56,000 square foot home. He was arrested and charged with criminal trespass to an occupied residence and 2 counts of criminal damage to property. Reportedly, at the time, Michael Jordan wasn't there, as he hasn't lived at this address since he placed the mansion on the market in 2012. The property comes with 9 bedrooms, 19 bathrooms, an indoor basketball court, an infinity pool, a tennis court, and a cigar room. It was initially listed for 29 million, but has been dropped to 14.8 million. The alleged perpetrator now faces several charges, including criminal damage to the property. Michael Jordan or none of his reps have released a statement about the incident. So it's up for sale if anybody would like.
It's been for sale for 11 years. What?
That's probably why the kid went in there. He just wanted to see what was up with it. He probably lives across the street.
Weird.
Yeah,
Well,
it is weird.
it's
I
probably
wonder.
on sale for 11 years because of the type of house he has. Like he got the basketball courts in there and all type of things. It's like an arena. It might be suitable for another basketball player that can afford a $15 million house. And God knows, on a $15,000 home with the property taxes per year on that alone. Now,
Man.
these kids, man, Jordan is as we know, a worldwide brand, and these kids are fascinated by Jordan, and they want to probably want to go in there and just walk around and see what it look like, and also steal them some Jordans. But the problem is, what Cindy just mentioned the word 2 minutes ago in her previous story, TikTok. There's a lot of these videos where they show these celebrity homes with the helicopters and where they live, and some of the celebrities show off their own homes, but others don't, like Michael Jordan. But these people can easily see what these homes look like via social media and go out there and try to attempt to rob them or go in front of their house. So that's a lot. That's the negative part of social media. So you got a TikToker out there. I'm assuming that he's the kid. He's TikToking it, and he wants to go to Michael Jordan's house and burglarize the place. They need to give him literally 7 years in jail.
I
This
mean,
is
he just
no.
broke in. Did he take anything?
I don't
Maybe
care if
what?
he just walked in and walked back out. 7 years in jail. You are invading somebody's property, invading
What?
someone's home. Yeah, you can't do that. And that's the society we live in today. People think that they could do whatever they want when they want and without any consequences. I would give this young man, I don't care how old, with 15, 17, 19, you're getting 8 years in jail for breaking into this man's house. That's it. No Jordans, no TikToking, all that. Go to jail. Almost like that Brittany Griner hard labor situation. I don't have time for this.
Wow.
And this is a serious crime. Go breaking Michael Jordan's house. The man, the house has been on sale on the trading blocks for 11 years.
Wow.
Nobody
Yeah.
wants this thing. And now you're going to break into it?
Are you guys going to watch that new Michael Jordan movie? I don't think it's more a movie about Michael Jordan than it is about the Air Jordans. That one with Viola Davis and Matt Damon and all of that.
Yeah, I want to watch that.
It's called Air. Maybe
I'm
you guys
going. Yeah, I'm
want
gonna go to the movies. I'm gonna support that.
Sean's supporting everything. He has a busy weekend this weekend. Speaking of alcohol, Jennifer Lopez is actually catching a lot of heat lately. Because she was supposedly advocating for sobriety, but now she's releasing a new cocktail. Um, Jennifer Lopez announced the launch of her new alcohol brand called Delola. Earlier this week, she was met with a flood of disapproving comments by social media users. Many discussed the singer's distant relationship with alcohol in recent years. Some noted that J-Lo and her hubby Ben Affleck have been proud proponents of sobriety, with Ben Affleck being very public about his battle with alcoholism. That's what I thought. I was like, wasn't Ben Affleck like an alcoholic? One person said, "This is super disappointing considering she doesn't drink and is married to a recovering alcoholic. How about we support small business instead of celebrities slapping their name on whatever they want to make more money?" With a slew of similar statements following behind that one. As a caption to her Instagram post announcing the drink, she invited followers to live the Lola life together. She said, "The secret is out. I'm proud to share with you Delola, my new collection of unique mixology level, ready to enjoy spritzes. Let's live the Delola life together." She said, "I'm a Leo. On the actual bottle, I put two lions. Ben and I are both Leos, like a male and a female lion. It's very personalized, really authentic to me and what I love." And she said she wanted to create a better tasting drink with better ingredients that represented her fun lifestyle. Yeah. I don't know. I'm like on the fence about this because if you're promoting an alcoholic drink, that means you should be drinking it as well and have it in your home and all this other stuff. Do you think that's insensitive to her alcoholic husband? And then you're like including him in it. Like, girl, stop including Ben in everything. Nobody cares that he's a Leo and he's a lion. And you guys your husband is a recovering alcoholic and you put a lion on there to symbolize what? Like, girl, the hypocrisy is crazy. How would you feel, Sean, if Tanya started promoting an alcohol brand and she was a brand ambassador for Ciroc?
First of all, only place on earth where you get your morning started right. Thank you so much for tuning in. Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring regular in the city. Sean and Miss Miko. Boom. First of all, before I answer that question, Miss Miko, are you still with us?
Barely, Sean. I'm barely.
She barely
Okay.
hanging on. Don't worry, Miss Miko. I only have one news story.
Yeah, we're gonna get out of here soon. Just stay with us. Uh, Stay with us, please. Stay with us. Don't go, Grandma. Don't go. Don't go. Don't go, Grandma. Which is weird too when people put the hand to hand picture on social media where somebody dies and they got their hand up there in the hospital pic. That's very disturbing to me. And what is wrong with your life? Now,
That's really a high five.
I don't like that.
It's
The
not
person's
prayers. It's
dead.
really a high five.
The person's dead, and then you got your blood going through your veins, and well, that's enough. That's enough issue.
I'm curious.
Now is Jennifer Lopez a recovering addict or not? She's a drinker, right?
I
Could
think she.
recover.
I don't think she's an alcohol. I don't think she's a recovering alcoholic. No.
Okay, but she drinks probably. She probably drinks.
Yeah.
Okay, so from time, well, all right. So Ben Affleck, he's a recovering addict, right?
Yeah.
Right. So you asked me the question if my wife became a brand ambassador of alcohol and some kind of beverage like that. Will I have an issue with that since I'm a sober, recovering, clean alcoholic drug addict, right? I got to throw all that in there. See,
Okay, it's fine.
it's real with me. It's real. Uh, and Miss Miko, who's got a hangover right now, thank God I don't drink because I would steal everything in my own house. Now, Cindy, I wouldn't have a problem with that. Remember, I'm a sober alcoholic, but I'm around. I basically make a living on alcohol. I,
Yeah,
it
Sean,
doesn't
but
bother me.
it's just rude. I wouldn't do
Why?
that
Why is it rude?
because they're always one slip away. And you just gonna flaunt it in front of my face like that? It's disrespectful. Listen, if I was a recovering alcoholic, which I probably will be in the future,
Mhm.
you you cannot you cannot be around me and have the liquor. I know I won't be strong. So anybody that's with me, yeah, you got to give it up too. Period.
That's not fair. See, my wife,
I don't give a damn.
my wife enjoys her wine, and she has wine all over the house, and she drinks right in front of me. I don't have a problem with that. See,
Okay, well,
why
you
why
stronger
she
than
got to
me.
stop? Why does she got to stop drinking because I stopped? That's not fair.
Tanya, drink it in the closet, girl.
And remember, Jennifer Lopez, Miss Miko, is from the Bronx, New York. A lot of legends were born in the Bronx, including myself.
Mm.
So I gotta support the young lady from the Soundview area of the Bronx, Jennifer Lopez, and her, new venture with her new cocktail, whatever this is. To my beloved Jennifer Lopez, go out there and get it, young lady. I got so much love and respect for you. We're family. You're from the Bronx. I'm from the Bronx. Legends are born in the Bronx. There's more legends in the Bronx than in Brooklyn, and more legends in the Bronx than East Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania. A lot of legends in the Bronx, New York. So I
So
support you. Excuse me?
you support her? You gonna go buy some Dolola? You gonna give it a try?
No, I will purchase it and give it to my wife.
Okay.
What's the big deal?
Okay.
I could go. Listen, I could go into a liquor store and purchase wine or whatever. I walked in this liquor store plenty of times with my wife, and purchase wine for herself or others. No, then leave Ben out of this. He's a recovering alcoholic. That's his issue.
Hey, I'm sure Ben would love to be left out of it, but she won't let him catch a break.
I
Well,
know.
that keeps him on his toes.
Ben want to get the hell out of there.
No, he doesn't.
Ben blink twice.
Ben tearing that ass up. Trust me.
Please, please. I think it's a little much. Um, okay, we're gonna get into some front page news really quick, and this is
Miko, wake up. Miko, wake up, please.
Well, let's
It's
just get
just
the
one
thing.
more story, and then we out of here. Miko, wake up. Put it on my chat room, everybody. Wake Miko up. Hashtag Miko, stay up.
Mm.
Hashtag Miko, stay up. Put it in the chat room, please. Miko, stay, do something like shake your head,
I'm
do something, move your
trying.
body.
I'm
Miko, you
trying.
like this.
because if she moves too much, the whole screen is gonna move with her.
That part.
I hear
Hashtag
you.
Miko, stay up. Go ahead, see.
Florida, once again. Why cannot we just get away from Florida and DeSantis? He is the worst. He has signed a bill to allow carrying concealed guns without a permit.
Mm.
Why? Like, why do this? Floridians will be able to carry concealed guns without a permit under a bill signed by Republican Governor Ron DeSantis. DeSantis signed the bill HB 543 this week on Monday. It goes into effect July 1st, right at the start of the summer. Let's get it popping.
Bad news.
The Florida Senate passed the bill on a 27-13 vote. It allows anyone who can legally own a gun in Florida to carry one without a permit. It means training and a background check will not be needed for people to carry concealed guns in public. You don't need a permission slip from the government to be able to exercise your Second Amendment rights, said DeSantis. And as of right now, there's 25 states, so half the states that allow that. Well, in Florida, next week, we're going to make it 26. The arguments over the legislation were divided on political lines. The Republicans saying law-abiding citizens have a right to carry guns and protect themselves, and Democrats saying a state that has seen horrific mass shootings, such as the Parkland High School and Pulse nightclub massacres, will become even more dangerous. Republicans argued that most people will still want to get a permit because it will allow them to carry concealed weapons in states with reciprocal agreements and to be able to purchase guns without a waiting period. But Democrats said not everybody's going to be so responsible. Nearly 3 million Floridians have a concealed weapons permit, while a background check and 3-day waiting period will still be required to purchase a gun from a licensed dealer. They are not required for private transactions or exchanges of weapons. So that's what's going on down there.
That's
Very
dangerous.
disturbing.
Well, in Florida, it's the AKA the OK Corral. Let the shootings begin. So it's going to be an escalation of shooting, unfortunately, murders and all that. Be careful if you're in the state of Florida. But some, on the flip side of that, there are some of the law-abiding citizens that could walk around with their handgun and everything is fine. Now,
But I feel like, why would you do this law right after we've just had a recent mass shooting?
because
Like,
he's going to announce running for president. He wants the whole Second Amendment Americans to back him other than Donald Trump. So that's all a political move on his end. I don't think it has nothing to do with the state of Florida. It's going national. All right, that's it. Cindy, thank you so much. God bless you, Miss Miko. Hold on, Miss Cindy. We're gonna give Miss Miko, put a number one chat room if you enjoyed the show today. Put a number 2 if you did. Cindy J, I think what we should do is give Miss Miko, and let's clap for Miss Miko. She struggled through this whole show, Cindy J, drunk as hell.
yeah. Welcome to the club, girlfriend.
Miss Miko, I truly appreciate your 100% commitment to this show with your drunk ass. Now,
Period.
Cindy, we appreciate everybody. We appreciate you. Cindy, could you say good, have a good weekend to these folks on this Good Friday? And Miss Miko, we'll leave you with the last word and we're going to get out of here.
Okay. You guys have a great weekend. Bye.
Miss Miko, take us home. Take us home, Miss Miko.
Today's a good day to have a good day. Cindy J.
Oh my God. Okay.
Boom.
Thank you, Cindy. Bye,
Bye.
guys.
All right, we are out of here, guys. See you guys on Monday.